Well, what do we got going on here? So my 72 Chevy Blazer, it's my daily driver. Well, it was. So what happens when you see that? Maybe you can't see it, but there's a, try it again, a gold looking starter down there. See that? Well, that gold looking starter is a new starter, because had some issues with the old one. The old one is in here somewhere, but old one wasn't getting it done, so I bought a new starter. But of course, what do you do? A person like myself, I got a one-up. We can't just go and get the regular starter. No, not at all. Got to get a high torque starter. So that's what I did. Didn't get the factory replacement. No, I got a high torque starter. That was after I got a high output alternator. I had finally just gotten this thing running good. Don't mind these wires. I did the wiring harness too, which by the way is the best investment you can make on one of these old cars, that wiring harness. So anyways, got this high torque starter, and all of a sudden I was able to start it, but had a different issue that came about. Let me go get a flashlight and show that issue. All right, we're under my very leaky Blazer. Take note on here. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Less light, better for the video. So take note of what we got going on here. If you can see this high torque starter, but now the teeth, let's try to get a shadow. You can see the teeth are all eaten up because of my high torque, my fancy high torque starter. So needless to say, I've been driving like this for a while, and I would just get under here and turn the flywheel every time. It was kind of like a joking matter, oh, here we go again. But one day I was out and about, and just like normal, got under there, or I tried to start it. Oh, it doesn't start. So then I got up under the vehicle with my long screwdriver that I had been using, and lo and behold, that day was the day that I was no longer driving my Blazer. So now take note. I got leaks everywhere. This thing is a leaky. Previous owner, look, I got leaks in the transfer case, leaks, everything leaks on here. Look, a crushed pipe. Look, at my leaf spring should be preserved. I should never have a problem removing these bolts because, oh look, leaf spring bushing is terribly torn up. Anyways, everything leaks on this Blazer. And so now my problem is, this is basically my daily driver. What do I do? Pause. So here we are back at the top. You can see that high torque starter down there. See all my, that fuel pump down there, it's leaking. Hell, I got leaks everywhere. This thing is it's a leaky beast. So what do you do when you got all these issues? Well, let's go and take a look at something else. So here's my 76 Buick Regal. I actually have two of them. One of them is on the side of my house here. And this one is one that I bought because my grandmother, this one means something to me. Uh-oh, what's that? This one means something to me. Now, it ended up not being in as good a condition as I thought, but whatever. So I've been basically taking this and the other one, which is right there, And I've been swapping parts and making one good motor. And one day I got tired of doing a carburetor pump chump, or whatever you want to call it. And so this happened. Oh boy. Came across a 6-liter Gen 4 LS motor. Yes, I know, wiring's terrible. And I swapped it. Haven't looked back, except for this is my first swap, so I labeled everything so I could try to do it right. Put a hydro boost on this thing, and this is now, because the Blazer's out of commission, this is now my daily. It's got QA1 coilover. Well, I never installed the actual coilover, but I got the coilover shock with the factory springs. I will install the coilover, but it's got QA1 front and rear, double adjustables, MagnaFlow exhaust. It's great. I like it. I'll even put a Ford 8.8 with 373 gears and posi. So now, where do we go from here? So, it's been painful not being able to drive this thing. I love it. It's been real painful. It's got my stereo in there. I got some serious audio in here. Let's just put it that way. Got my radio in there without cutting the dash. I was able to put that in there, but anyways. What do? I took this off because it kept hitting my garage. But anyways, what do I do? You know? This is what I do. After searching and searching and searching for a decent deal, I came across this bad boy. What is that? Huh. It's interesting. Well, I did break my alternator, but whatever, it still works. This is a engine transmission. Well, this is the engine off of a 2020. Here, I'll let you see. Where's the tag? I can't find my stupid tag. Is this the right one? Yeah, well, came off of a 2020 Chevy Silverado. There we go. 2020 Chevy Silverado. Uh-oh. I bought this thing for an exceptional deal. Truth be told, I should have paid a lot more than I actually did. Get this seat out of the way. It is let's see if we can get to the numbers. You can see that. Let me put a little light on it. 1, 2, 3. It is a 6.6 liter iron block Gen 5 LT motor. 402 cubic inch. It did not come with the alternator. This is the wrong power steering pump, but I think I'm going to make that work. It didn't come with all this stuff, but yeah, so what's going to happen? I'm probably going to go back and get the air conditioner. Didn't have the bolts. I didn't have the bolts for the thing, for the alternator, which are, I bought 2 sets. This is the short one, 1158875 This is the longer one, 1161138 I had to buy a bunch of bolts. Didn't come with a power steering. Pump bolts, but I got a hell of a deal on that thing. It didn't come with these tranny mount bolts, so I just went and got whatever I could at the local store. They only had the ones with the extra stud. I said, hey, screw it. They work. But, yeah, got the 6.6 liter. And that's going to go in here. Now, what I really want to do is, so my engine transmission at 25,000 miles. And because of all the leaks, I bought this. So here's your torque converter. My plan, this came from the same vehicle. See up there? My plan was to turn this Blazer into two-wheel drive because, quite frankly, four-wheel drive is very expensive. Something I found out. Four-wheel drive parts and components are very expensive. Two-wheel drive, easy. So my plan is to actually convert this to a two-wheel drive. But I didn't really want to. I kind of like it the way that it sits. You know, I like the height that it is right now. I didn't really want to. I love the 6-speed. The 6-speed is, man, it's buttery on the highway. Feels real good. And so, what I think I'm going to do for right now is, I got the motor. I think I'm going to take this motor, put it in here with the factory TH350, and just run it four-wheel drive at this height for a while. Because if I convert it for two-wheel drive and lower it, then I actually with these big old tires, got plenty of life on them. Then I actually have to, what is this? 33s, 12 and a half, 15s. But I gotta buy new tires and stuff, and this is gonna have to be a budget build. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I was already gonna go Holley Terminator X Max, so I just run the motor with the TH350 and enjoy it as a four-wheel drive until I got laid off from work, so until my job situation, you know, irons itself or gets a little bit better. But yeah, that's gonna happen, and I'm planning on making it happen soon. What else? So I got these boxes. These are stainless steel 304. I don't know if it says it, but they're my old job. We used to remove these when we replaced them, and we could do whatever, to scrap them, whatever. I always knew I was going to do something with these. So basically, this is one with extra holes in it, which I probably won't use this one, but basically, this box about 16 by a little under 21. Interior about 8 1/4. So what I'm gonna do is, because of the fact that I have the ability to TIG weld stainless steel, make my own exhaust and everything, I'll take 2 of these. I'm gonna weld them together. Cut off some of these brackets, and I'm gonna make myself use the lid as the top. See, it's got these flanges. Cut the lid up, weld the lid on, use that as the top. I'm gonna make myself a tank out of stainless steel. Never mind my heater stuff, it's cold out here. So yeah, I'm gonna make myself a tank. I'll try to get about 23 gallons out of it. That'll be great. And that's about it. That's what we're doing.